What is going on YouTube? I am your host Corporal, and today on the Anime Veteran we are going to be reviewing Corpse Party. It's a pretty fun anime, so we're just going to jump right into it. So cue the intro. Welcome back YouTube. As I stated, today we're going to be going over the anime Corpse Party. And I think it's going to be a effing lights. Please.
No, it is I, Sachiko. How dare you speak of a review over the anime that makes a farce out of my ritual?
Get out of here, Sachiko!
Oh, shit, man. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. You were possessed by Sachiko or some shit, man. I don't know.
Man, I was sleeping. What the fuck did you pull me in for?
I don't know, dude. We gotta do this Corpse Party review, man.
Oh, shit.
So, alright. So here we are in the Corpse Party
Wait,
review.
you said Corpse Party?
Yeah, Corpse Party.
Yeah, fuck my shit.
So, we got Twiggy back. He's not possessed anymore. So we're gonna jump into this Corpse Party review.
鈴本さんは私の可愛い生徒なの。だからお願い返してどうしても
Welcome back from that short clip, just to give you some insight on how dark and horrifying this anime is.
If you watch Higurashi or any animes that similar nature, this is right up your alley.
What are you talking about? Higurashi is such a light and fun-loving anime.
You didn't get past the first episode, man.
We'll review that one in time. But, the story of Corpse Party is... Actually, I guess we should start off with the fact that it actually comes from a game adaptation.
It came from a horror mystery survival RPG series by the same name, Corpse Party, from Japan. Just go play the game.
If you want the very original one, look for the one that came out in 1996, or you can look for the remake that came out in 2008, as well as just the continuing storyline ones they've had ever since. They're a bit of a dark and gruesome game from what he's told me. I haven't really played them that much. I don't know if I ever will, with as much as this anime basically made me want to shit my pants.
Like, it's definitely an experience. I mean, you get a lot of the feel for how the gameplay is just by sitting through the anime, I like to say, or I like to think.
Alright. Now, if you go off the anime was produced back in June of 2013 was when it officially hit its very first airtime. The anime itself covers a group of high school students with very confusing Japanese names, and too many of them to remember, getting sucked into a dimension called Heavenly Host.
Heavenly Host Elementary School.
Heavenly Host Elementary School. Now,
Or elementary.
yeah.
But, like, the only one you gotta remember is Satoshi, because he's a fucking idiot.
But the way they get sucked through there is by doing the Sayako Special Friend Charm. This ceremony is where you take a paper doll, which is quite common in the Japanese culture of anime. I don't know about the actual culture, but...
I mean, there's several rituals that are similar, but...
Yeah. And you take the number of people in there, so for me and him, it would be just 2. If there were any other people around, you'd add to the number, and you say... Sachiko, what the hell was her last name?
Sachiko...
We can't remember. But you say Sachiko and her last name, for every time there's a person in the room. So for me and Michael, we'd say it twice. And then you all rip the doll into pieces and you hold on to your pieces. Now, they'd gotten this charm offline from a blog, and it was supposed to be a good luck friend charm. In all actuality, it's a charm to drag your ass to Heavenly Host.
Yeah, I mean, if you... This blog said don't screw up, but there's not too many ways not to screw up.
There's no right way to do it. Well, I mean, there's a right way to do it, but it sucks you to Heavenly Host.
Heavenly Host.
So they get there, and then
Shit hits the fan.
yeah, shit hits the fan. Basically, it's a bunch of pocket dimensions where all these things are coinciding at one time, but they can't interact with each other, and they can't see each other. So it's a bit of a mind boggler if you don't really know what's going on, but once you get a hang for it, it doesn't become too complicated.
Like the way they took the first episode and they kind of just threw you in there without explaining anything. Yeah. Just prepared for the first episode to be complete mindfuck.
Now, in case you couldn't tell from the short clip we showed, there is plenty of blood and gore within this anime, and it is just balls to the wall from point A to point B. The storyline continues on with them having to unravel the mysteries of Heavenly Host and try to find their way home. Now, not every character makes it home. Hell, I think only, two?
Well, I mean, technically, 2.5, but we're not gonna get into that, are we?
Yes, technically 2.5 people made it home, but like you said, we're not gonna
1/5.
get into that one.
Like, how do you divide that up, really? But anyways,
Not quite sure, but but anyway, so they gotta unravel the mysteries of this place and try to make their way home. Now they get some help along the way, but the help's not really help because it's coming from the person.
well, I mean,
Well,
they
I'm
also
not
got
talking
help.
about the spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
They did receive help from the spirit, but the primary help they see, it is help.
It's the blogger who posted the blog that
Yeah.
they got the ritual from,
Yeah.
and that's a whole convoluted plot line to go into it another day.
Some of the aspects you might not actually understand unless you do play the game. Now, the only reason I got to understand them was because Twiggy explained them to me. This sadistic motherfucker right here likes the games. So, there were some aspects that I didn't quite understand. And if you don't quite understand them, you can look it up on YouTube. There are some videos that explain the plot in more detail. I really don't want to do that because this is a review, not me telling you
Yeah.
what the show is.
I mean, if you watched Clannad and you saw how some things didn't coincide because it's based off a visual novel, that's kind of the same way it's set up. It's supposed to direct you to the other medium.
Yeah. All in all, it's a brutal, gore-filled, graphic, blood-stained, beautiful hell spawn of Satan.
It's not that bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I actually quite enjoyed it. I mean,
it's really dark, and I like to think that if they make you like a character, they'll usually make it to the end, and that's the way it worked out.
I don't know, dude. I think Gen the Butcher might have had a hand in on this anime at one point.
I don't know. I don't think so, just because that's how the game was set up anyways.
Yeah.
But it's dark, a lot of gore. It's not for everybody, but I mean,
Psychological thriller.
it makes you think a lot, and the ending, even if we've given little pieces of it away, it's still very interesting. Fuck you, Satoshi.
And it's actually very surprising who actually makes it to the end, and who you want to make it to the end and doesn't, and the innocent ones who had nothing to do with anything, and their roles, therefore, whether they make it to the end or not, I'm not going to give that one away.
Fuck you, Satoshi.
Fucking Satoshi. I will say this. Who lets their little sister go to the bathroom with an evil spirit?
Not-
Satoshi.
Very dumb.
That's who. That's
Yeah,
who lets his sister
yeah.
go to the bathroom with
Like
an evil spirit.
we're I'm gonna get on a rant, but I'm not. I'm just.
Alright, we are going to stay away from the rant. So, all in all, I mean, out of my rating system, I give it about a 6. I mean, it's not something I would have came across on my own. If Tweety hadn't introduced me to it, I probably wouldn't watch it. I've known it's been out for a long time. I just stayed away from it. Just really didn't have an interest in it, but he got me interested. One thing we did forget to mention, that it is not a full-length anime. It is only 4 OVAs lasting 30 minutes apiece, not your typical 24 minutes that you see with your standard anime. So it expands 4 episodes.
Well, yeah. Like I said, it's not meant to be a replacement or an adaptation of the. Well, it kind of is an adaptation of the game, but more so, it's just like, this is what to expect, and then you go seek it out.
So, I don't know, like I said, I give it a 6. Tweety, what do you rate it with?
I mean, watching it a second time, it wasn't as. I think watching it a second time was more entertaining watching you and Clover's reaction to it. I mean, I'd probably give it a 6.5. I mean, it has aged well, and a lot of it, the animation's pretty good. The story stays pretty consistent, but then again, it's just kind of based off the games, and they did have to cut a few parts out. But generally, yeah, I'd give it a 6.5.
Yeah. All in all, it's quite the interesting anime, and I quite enjoyed it myself.
The fuck is that?
Alright, so we gonna get off of here and end this corpse party video before the possessed whatever the fuck behind us kills us. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, or any of my other ones, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. And remember, it's just entertainment unless you get brutally murdered by Sachiko possessing somebody.
Or it's M. Night Shyamalan.
Or it's M. Night Shyamalan. So see you later.